Welcome to another episode of RLive. May the 4th be with you. It's a very special day. It's a very special day today. I'm your host, Nick E. Dixon, and I'm joined by my co-hosts. Let's start with this guy over there.
I'm Mike. I am fairly medicated at the moment because I've got a very sore back,
Right.
and I'm going to try a bunch of new alcohol on stream, so it's going to be fun.
We'll be
It's going
trying
to detract from my back pain.
We'll be trying any kind of variety of drugs for your back whilst we're on live as well.
Well, I'm full as a pain.
Yeah.
I've got some diazepam.
Yeah.
All the usual. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just get high. Yeah, just get high. Just get high.
Diazepam sounds fun.
And that guy down there. So let's just talk about handles at the moment. Obviously, mine's May the 4th. This is Mike Beartooth. Good.
Nice.
So not much of a sweet tooth, just Beartooth.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Fantastic.
It should have been Mike's Sweet Vermouth Tooth.
Or
Sweet Vertooth.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a reach. That's like early 2000s battle rap reach.
Yeah.
Literally reaching out to make that work.
Sweet Vertooth. You'd have to explain it. It just takes away from the whole joke. But also, you're my other co-host.
Oh, I am.
You're right. Mr. Alan the Talon, aka I Hate Sand. It gets everywhere.
Gets everywhere.
No lies
as well. Gets everywhere.
No lies. That's true. That's very true. There's gonna be a lot of Star Wars references, I think, today because it's a special day, and also we're joined by the lovely Anime Ames. May the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day. How you doing?
Star Wars. I'm doing good. I feel a little bit sort of like, I don't know, a bit out of sync with you guys because Mike's got the whole Sweet Tooth reference going with Beartooth. I feel like Alan's a bit with Sweet Tooth as well with the I Hate Sand. Is that a little shout out to the little gopher?
Star Wars. It's a Star Wars episode 2 reference.
His name is Bobby, Amy. His name is Bobby. So stop disrespecting Bobby.
Disrespecting him. I still can't work out if he's a groundhog, a gopher like Gordon, or a mole. I
can't be a gopher in there.
He's not like Gordon, although Philip would probably put his hand up his ass. Yeah, he's I think he's a groundhog. I think.
I thought he was a gopher like in Caddyshack.
Oh, possibly, but I just looked at him and thought of Punxsutawney Phil, so I was just like, I didn't know what he was.
Doesn't really matter, really. It's a mammal what digs a bit.
Yeah.
Looks like Bugs Bunny as well, Joe. It leaves the little thing behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. But I can understand the confusion. It could have been. Yeah. But no, Mike's the only kind of Sweet Tooth reference at the moment.
Yeah,
Alan and I are both Star Wars.
Yeah, it's Anakin's. It's probably the most hated line in any of the dialogue. Really, it's just a shit line. Shit line from an equally shit episode.
I think it's aged beautifully.
Do you?
It is now intrinsic in Star Wars lore. Like everyone knows it. Like it's not just like something what's said by Jar Jar, which is just annoying. Like it's just not good. It's Jar Jar now meme lord status. Like it's up there with like the whole of the internet knowing it without ever actually watching that film.
Yeah, and everyone's doing loads of stuff that like would piss Anakin off. You know what I mean? Just like just having a bag of sand and just dashing it on the floor and just having that caption. It's just like, he would just hate it.
Yeah,
literally.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
If he went to Egypt, I mean,
it'd be fucked.
Yeah, sand is his kryptonite. He just wouldn't know what to do.
That's why he's rolling around in the grass with Padme. Can't go to the beach, can he?
No.
Nope. Not his back.
Grass. No, roll around in the grass.
Yeah.
Or gravel. Right. So
he rolls around in lava pretty well.
Yes, he does.
That is true. Yeah. That is true. He does like
that's nice hot sand.
Yeah,
it is just yeah.
Yeah.
What do he feels about glass?
Yeah, I was going to say glass. Yeah, that's hot sand.
Molten. That's what I was thinking. Like
Yeah.
more than glass. Like
Yeah.
don't really fucking matter.
While we're on Star Wars anyway, so I thought, before we start talking about the Sweet Tooth stuff, because it is Star Wars Day, I've got like a challenge for all of yous lot. So I know, right? Star Wars challenge. I feel like I should have some music in the background. Okay, cool. So we all need to think of our favorite Star Wars moment, right, and then pull it into a real life situation.
It'd be hard.
So think about like your favorite. And when I say real life situation, I mean modern. So like no lightsabers, no spaceships, none of that. Just like two people, like how two people could be having that conversation, and where that would be.
So there's a lot of it on like the internet at the moment, in certain areas of the internet, and it's incest.
Okay. Okay. Because they didn't know they were brother and sister.
Yeah.
And then
So, and that is infinitely funny. Because if you ever watch, like, because in modern day, it's definitely going to come out on something like, I was going to say Springer, R.I.P. Or what was the English version of?
I don't know, because Ricky Lake popped in my head, but he weren't that.
No, Jeremy, whatever.
Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah.
Jeremy
Yeah,
Kyle.
I can imagine it coming out on a show like that. And it's just
So Mike's Star Wars modern twist is the kiss, the famous Luke and Leia kiss from Empire Strikes Back, and then but so this has happened now in a modern home, modern family. Someone's taken ill of this happening and then taking it onto the Jeremy Kyle show.
Yeah, and had a punch up.
But would it be Han Solo that takes him there?
No, it's Luke and Leia.
Like that.
They're sibling on sibling crime.
So who takes him onto the Jeremy Kyle? Like who instigates it? Who's not happy with it? Because I feel like Leia instigates that, doesn't she? So Han's
not happy about it. He's like, I'm with this bird. She got off with her brother. I'm not happy about this. I'm gonna get paid 50 quid to go on telly and tell the world about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy Stella.
Yeah.
And did shoot first.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's a really interesting. Yeah, that is a really interesting take on it. Alan, have you thought of one?
This probably won't go down well. So, end of episode 3, where Vader becomes a trans robot, and then instantly regrets all of the decisions that he made. No.
So put that in a modern. I want you to explain what you mean by that.
No. So this is in a minute with obviously either side of the trans argument going, yeah, we need to do it and we want to do it and that's cool. And then loads of people going, we did it and we regretted it and now we want to go back or detransition and stuff like that. So it works in terms of like an actual serious context, but then it's just funny also. So
fair enough.
Star Wars context, not funny in real life. That's dodgy as fuck.
Okay.
That's thin ice, isn't it? That is thin ice. That's cancelled territory there.
I thought mine was bad. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
It's just the first thing that popped into me.
I was expecting these to be quite dark, so that's fine. Anime Ames, what are you saying?
I can't think of anything. And I can't top them two.
Yeah.
Those are just like brilliant scenarios of that you can come up with. Yeah. Nope.
We've got the thing.
Celebrate good times. Nothing.
Nope, nothing.
Right, so I'm drinking this.
So yeah.
What are you drinking?
Fernet Branca, 39%.
Nice.
It weirdly smells like caramel and vegetation.
Oh.
With like a weird little bit of mint.
Caramel and vegetation. Did you say?
Yeah,
that's what he said. Yeah.
That wasn't the face of someone that likes that drink.
It's just not what I expected from the smell of it at all.
How does it taste?
I have no idea how to explain it. It's got like a bit of a tingle to it, which
Wow.
sounds weird, but like my tongue's literally like tingling. Bittersweet. Like bittersweet, very, like almost burnt caramel. And like herby, like vegetable, like cut grass, that type of vegetation, not herbs.
Right.
So it tastes like
Pepper.
burnt caramel.
Earthy.
on cut grass.
Earthy.
Earthy, slightly burnt caramel, so sweet, but with a dark
Vegetal note.
high class green and blue. Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah, that should have definitely been one of the cocktails today.
Yeah.
Green alien tit milk.
But that was
great name for a drink.
Like now that we like that's been said, that was kind of going to be my real life situation.
We're drinking blue milk straight from the tin.
So do you remember that scene in The Last Jedi when
Who could you get it?
when Luke finds that big creature by the sea, like milks it while Rey's after him, and then straight up necks it. Like in front
Still
of them.
warm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I had a few. So one of them was actually that. So one of them was just like so this whole guy, this young girl that's following him, just hops a fence, walks into a field of cows.
You just start sucking on a cow's tit.
Starts sucking the cow's tit, like the milk just dribbling down, and then walks off, and then she follows him like nothing is said. Like, so that was one of my real life Star Wars. Another real life Star Wars moment, which had more dialogue to it, was Joe, the scene where they see Tatooine and the Mos Eisley, and I was just like, oh, there's never going to be a place for such wretched filth and villainy and this, that, and the other. For me, it sounded quite Tory. So I was just thinking, we're out trying to buy sand when they drink some good drive too.
Like a Tory flying over Salford.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
See, I was thinking when the Tories come to Manchester for the convention.
Yeah.
Yeah, just anywhere really.
While they're getting heckled.
Yeah. Or in Glasgow where they're just like, oh.
You could put any scenario in that, and just a Tory in the car with like a young kid. It's like just driving, like, yeah, this is I don't know, this is Salford. You'll never find a town from such wretched scum and villainy. Like, it pulls up to Glasgow. Yeah. So that was one of the scenes as well. See if you can think of another one.
There's got to be there's that guy, that fucking weirdo on Facebook on TikTok, into that Paul guy. You got to be able to compare him to some sort of sex pest, like a Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Just being a proper sex pest.
Oh, the guy with the long hair. Well, that works for Jabba the Hutt with the weird skin hair.
The Twilight guy.
Yeah.
The Wonga.
Yeah. Like a proper dirty bad, like Jockey Walkie.
Jockey Walkie.
Yeah. So yeah, there's got to be some.
Fairness, you can
you walk into a brass house in Liverpool and you see a big fat Scouse guy with a bird on a chain. There you go. There's Jabba's.
Yeah.
There you go. Common sense.
Or in
making sex workers.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Okay. Very good. Yeah. So that was my that was one. I have a couple of other Star Wars things, but I'll say them throughout the show today.
Just sprinkle them in, just sprinkle them in.
Yeah, just a couple of little
Star Wars seasoning now and then.
Yeah, exactly. Star Wars season 1. Right. Sweet Tooth. Have we all watched it? I know. Before these guys jump in, we just talked about this. We've all watched it. Why are you asking the fucking
I was about to start doing it again.
Don't even do it. Mate, it's done. The joke's done. Just get on board.
It was funny when we was all in person, just to see to feel his reaction in the room was far more enjoyable than. But I still would have done it.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't have been as fun.
No. Also, as you speak right now, Carrie Fisher is getting her Star in Hollywood walk being honoured right now.
Oh,
that's nice.
Is that actually true?
I can imagine so, just because of the date and stuff.
That's really nice. That is really nice because
That is sick.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher deserves it.
I wonder if they've made the family pay for it. Because I know, I think like a lot of people have to pay for their own stars and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a con.
An absolute legend.
It's just so some paving company can make a bit of money.
Yeah, to be unveiled on Star Wars Day. That's fucking mint.
We should all be watching that. We shouldn't be doing this. We should just be on that watching unveiling.
I mean,
All right, bye.
I'm not being funny. They're unveiling a fucking floor. I'm not being funny. I'm not tuning in to watch him pull a fucking curtain back from a paving stone. But I appreciate the fact that it's being done and the day that it's being done as well. Like fully deserved. She was fucking. That's lovely. That like that.
So, is this the like where they put a star on the floor in the pavement with her name on it? It's not where she has her hands.
Oh
no.
No. See now. I'm all for that. It's great and considering the day and everything, but you're just gonna have Julia Roberts standing on it later waiting for Richard Gere.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
I don't understand that's a Pretty Woman reference.
Yeah, that was a Pretty Woman reference, which I fully appreciated, Aim. But
Alan.
Lost on the room, mate. I'm afraid.
I think Mike got the reference. I think it was just Nick.
I think Mike didn't want to get the reference. Nick.
No, I understood because I heard Richard Gere and Julia Roberts, and I was like, so they've done one piece of shit film that I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
I did say that I know. So I did put an asterisk on that bitch.
Yeah. I just have to claim ignorance. I can't speak ill nor in favour of this. It's just, okay.
It's another pro-sex worker comment, though.
Yay!
Yeah.
Mate, which we are for. Each to their own.
It's the oldest discussion,
so, Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
Let's just just generally at the moment. So, what did we think about it as a whole?
First season is better than the second season, but overall, it's just heartwarmingly great.
Heartwarmingly great.
Yeah.
So I really didn't want to watch it.
Alan, did you cry? Oh, sorry, go on. It sounds like you're about to...
I really didn't want to watch it. So you'd messaged, hadn't you, saying, "Oh, watch Sweet Tooth 2 is coming out. We can watch that and we can talk about that." And I was like, nah, hard pass. And then he was like, "No, watch it. You love it. It's great." And I kind of just went, fine, fuck it, for whatever, for the show. I'll just watch it for the podcast. But I don't want to. Wasn't interested when it came out. Thought it looked like a proper bag of shit. And then I smashed out both seasons in a day. Just with 2 episodes left to watch the following day, which I had to wait until Georgia got home from school. So we watched it strike day. So I was working downstairs and I put it on. And Georgia come down when I was on like episode 3, and then literally just sat there. We watched it all day until she went to bed at the night. Like I say, we had 2 episodes left. Like, she even stayed up later than she was like past her bedtime to fucking finish watching the episode. Because I was like, I need to watch another one, so you're just gonna have to stay up and just be tired tomorrow. She went to school, and I had to wait until she got home. And it's literally as soon as she walked in, I was sat like waiting to put it on. And watch the other 2 episodes. And like I said, I just fucking absolutely adored it. From being dead against it, I just loved it. I thought it made me feel really kind of nostalgic, which is weird because it's very new and it's not set. It's like a post-apocalyptic type show. So it's not like it shouldn't feel like it took me back to my childhood, but weirdly it did. And then the only thing that I could compare, I think I was talking to Harry about it. The only thing that I could compare it to, with the way I felt about it, was when I first watched Schitt's Creek, and that just really kind of lovely story, like a bunch of people that you don't necessarily like, that aren't necessarily good people, but their heart's in the right place, and it's just, by the end of it, it's just a beautifully told, really lovely fucking story of that's genuinely nice and fun to watch. And I just thought it was fucking great. Cried like a bitch in like season 2, like proper, like got really emotional because I think because I'd watched it in such a short space of time as well, it all felt really meaningful. It just felt like one really long season rather than 2 seasons as well. So I couldn't say like I preferred season 1 to 2. Like obviously, like you said, Mike, because I just watched it all as one duration. Anyway. And I
feel like I might have felt different if I hadn't had that big gap in between.
Yeah.
But it might have been like I've over romanticized that first season because I remember watching it and at the end of it just feeling like, oh, that was just really nice. Like it's like you said, that familiar part to me is 90s like TV direction.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like some parts of it are just so beautifully and it looks beautiful, but then other parts you're like, why am I watching 90s sci-fi? Like just for the way it looks, like for like a couple of seconds, and you're just like, well, that's that weird familiarity thing what you talk about, because you're just like, at times you're just like, well, that's a strange turn, like,
yeah.
But the second season to me felt a little bit, how can I put it, clumsy, but not clumsy. On the nose a little bit with its storytelling, like, oh look, these are definitely fascists. We need to protect the people, the minorities and stuff like that. That felt a lot more, but I don't know if that's because I didn't know how it was gonna end. So I was like, oh, are they trying to wrap up a load of stuff so they're cramming a bunch of stuff in?
Yeah.
And I feel like that took away from that the heartfelt stuff a little bit more because it was just like, I'm everything. And at the end, I was like, oh, so they're set up for another season. So I don't know why they've had to.
Yeah.
Unless it's just because they wanted to make as much as they could because they don't know if it's going to get cancelled, but they'll leave a little hook there just in case.
Yeah, it felt like that. Like obviously, if they'd have cancelled it after season 1 because of the way that finished, I'd have been and if I'd have watched that, I think when it first come out, I think I'd have been really angry by the end, at the end of the episode, the last episode, because it definitely does leave it on a massive cliffhanger. That
absolutely,
I'd have been fucking fuming.
We were expecting another season after that.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, like, this is just going to finish bang in the middle. And, this is just the story. It's told now. It like leaves it as in, this is what's happening next. He's been captured. That big man's been shot. Like, there's just loads of stuff that's happened. So it's like, right, we're going to find out where this then picks up from the next one. It definitely wasn't a closer. If it finished, it was definitely like a cancellation. They're just not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like with the end of this season, it did feel a bit like I'm not going to be overly concerned if there isn't a season 3 because I don't necessarily need to see that. I will watch it if it's on.
Yeah.
I don't need it. Do you know what I mean? It's nicely sort of everything that I wanted or cared about is kind of wrapped up in a nice little bottle. It feels like in season 3, if they get another season, it'll go a little bit bigger again. Like Stranger Things did, where it brings it like with season 2, where it brings in like another element and it changes the dynamic a bit of the core characters. So it feels like it'll probably go that way. But like I say, if it doesn't come along, I'm not mad about it. Because I've got 2 really great seasons that I fucking really enjoyed. So
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same. I feel like what I really liked about the first season was in fact, sorry, Amy, what did you think?
Well, I think it was me that got 2 of you guys onto it ages ago.
I think I feel me and Vicky bumped into you in Morrison's car park, and you told us to watch it, and then we come home and we watched it over that weekend. Like, and I told Alan, and he was just like, "No, not my thing." And then I was just like, "I guess we're not getting another season." And then it dropped out. It felt like out of nowhere because I didn't really see that much promo before it.
No,
because I'm just not as online as I was before, but.
The thing with Sweet Tooth is, I think the fear was after season 1, with it being a DC comic and owned by DC, I think the fear was HBO stealing it up because HBO was setting up their live streaming at the time.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like up in the air and was the big fear for Netflix. Even though they had the rights to it, they were scared of HBO buying into Warner Brothers, stealing that from them and taking it away. But luckily it's managed to sit with Netflix for now. I thoroughly loved it and enjoyed it. It was one of the best things that was out during COVID. And I know I've only done 2 episodes of season 2. I do need to catch up. But yeah, I love it. I'm pro hybrid baby.
I feel like everyone on this call would be. Like, we're not all scumbags. Like, as long as you're not like a far right fascist knobhead, I feel like you would be on that side.
Yeah.
Well, I am a bit iffy about the whole hedgehog or porcupine baby, but yeah.
Especially if you're giving birth to it.
Well, that's why I'm a bit like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they
I
not
will
born
say-
bald? Are porcupines not born bald though? Anyway.
Maybe.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think they have the quills. Like, the big strong quills. I feel like they're something what comes in later.
Yeah, like it's a soft hair that
Yeah, then it gets harder as it.
over time.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Anyway,
Just about
so
spiky and
Vicky's really enjoyed it as well, but one part of it really made a day, basically, when it happened in the second season. I don't know if you would have seen it yet, Amy. So can Alan and Nick guess what it is?
Yeah, it's first episode.
Yeah, I said it. I said it on the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
Vicky
start
said to
singing
me,
Golden
she was
Girls.
like, so the little turtle girl is my favourite character. So I was like, well, yeah, we called it. I said, well, actually, Nick called it, but I clocked it as soon as it was on anyway. But yeah, 100% like knew it was going to happen because any reference to Betty White just makes that person Vicky's favourite for the minute anyway.
Yeah, and then so she realised that it was a genuine like elephant there, and she was like, "Oh, I wish the turtle was a frog."
Yeah,
why
they
wouldn't
killed
you?
the chameleon off though, didn't they? Like he could have been a bit of a froggy, but nah. They murdered him, bastards.
They did.
oh, poor Roy.
I know. I preferred. Oh, you might not have got to it yet. I won't. Yeah, I won't say that because you won't have got to it yet.
No, go on.
Was it Steve? Was he called Steve?
Oh yeah, the crocodile thing.
Crocodile. Preferred him.
Oh yeah. You don't have to say more than that. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's a crocodile baby.
No, not a
It's
baby.
good
No,
stuff as well.
he's like a grown. He's like not grown up. He's like 10. The rest the same as 9. Whatever the rest of them are.
9. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, like full crocodile. Cool. Like
Yeah, it made Killer Croc look like a dickhead.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only way I can put it. It made Killer
Yeah.
Croc look like a dickhead.
You know what I really liked as well, and Mando could take some fucking notes from this, is the puppetry was far better on a smaller budget for this than it is for fucking Grogu. Like, it's still not good. It's very that feels very 90s, and it felt very like intentionally done that way. But it's still better than fucking Mando's puppetry. It's weird.
I don't
still
know.
love
I feel
Bobby.
like as soon as you see Grogu from like the waist up, and it's just like the close up of him, and he's just his ears and stuff moving.
Yeah,
I feel like that
bit's
stuff's fine.
Yeah,
It's
when he's
really,
walking.
really good. But
Yeah,
as soon as you
as long
see
as
his
it's not
legs and
moving.
him starting doing that stuff, you're like, oh, that looks shit, mate.
Yeah,
It does. Even
It's
if it's
That
It's
looks
the
like
shuffle.
Yoda from the 70s.
yeah. It's the walking, whereas Bobby can walk about like no problem.
Yeah.
Bobby was on it.
But
You're good.
Bobby is my favourite. Hands down, he is my favourite.
You're gonna love him in there.
I'm still confused by him, but I still love him.
Oh, you've got his best moments to come.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100% his best stuff's to come, and I'm not going to spoil that stuff. But when you see it, you go, Mike.
You know what? I'm just thinking I may cut this whole chat with you short to go and watch and catch up
Yeah.
because I'm thinking like, yeah, I need to catch up.
what we gonna do?
It is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really
And then
good.
like I said-
I was gonna say I really like the first season. I think
Yeah, the
definitely
first season was really sweet, I find. Like, I was
Yeah.
proper, like, it warmed my dark, cold heart. Like, I was like, oh, that's just really nice. Like, genuinely, like,
well, it's
watched
more
it all, sat
it's
through
more
it
of a
all.
journey, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not,
it was just-
and I don't just mean geographical. See what I'm doing there? It's a journey of like learning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you've got the big tough guy who doesn't like the little kid.
Oh,
quite
you
annoying,
can tell
then
he's a director.
So it doesn't. So like they're facing ridiculous odds, like impossible odds, And obviously they're like finding each other during that, and there's no one that's not going to love that bond. You know, it's amazing. It's like a great kind of chapter that these guys make.
I feel like you Alan and Nick have got an advantage here because I'm guessing you both watched it with like kids knocking about.
Yeah,
and
well,
I feel like that show is definitely something to be watching with, like, in that environment instead of just being half up, going, "Hey, look at that little gerbil
I don't think
thing."
I watched the first season. No, in fact, no. I watched some of the first season. The kids weren't really like
Into it.
Yeah, because at the moment they're still in the, you know, they need to be generally entertained by it. People talking on screen, they're just like, you know, they just want something to
Put
die.
something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
yeah,
they're
there
kind of at that stage.
there was a moment when, like, Georgia just went, "Are you crying?" And I'm like, yeah, I am. And then, like, literally 2 minutes later, I went, "Crying now, are we?" And she was like, "Whoa." I was like, yeah, fucking shut up, dickhead.
I really want to find something though. I want to find a program that's gonna break Mike. That's really like that. Yeah, that's not your cup of tea, Mike, but that's really gonna make you bawl. Like a little kid. I want something to just like really, like, break you.
What's going to break Mike?
And I don't mean something like, you know, something like Macho Manny, like with Nick Cage, where he does something dead dramatic that'll make you, or Kurt Russell, something proper like.
Right, so it's like the obvious one to go to is like Remember the Titans, ball like just a child during the end of that film. Like that's heartbreaking, that shit. But I don't. Oh, weirdly, Gogglebox the other day made me a bit teary. Proper bummed me out because it was a Stand Up to Cancer one, and he was going, and I was just like, oh no. So it is possible, but it's rare.
Yeah, Mike's like the opposite of me, where he cries at very little thing, like a very small amount of stuff. Nick cries at nothing. I cry at everything. Like I'm always
true.
But I'll cry at a fucking advert, me, mate, if it's emotional.
I'm talking about you, you fucking pussy. I'm talking about me. I don't cry at like nothing.
Well, no, you only cry when you really only cry when you're hungover.
Oh yeah, but only when I'm hungover.
And you stubbed his toe that time.
Like when you really,
yeah.
I would have thought Nick would have cried more to things, especially with TV.
No.
Well,
I feel like I don't know these anymore.
Man is dry.
I think we've been physically apart for too long. I really feel like I don't know these anymore, because I would have, Alan, I love you, and I know you, and I know you'll cry at almost anything.
Yeah.
I thought Mike was almost made of stone.
Stoic.
Okay.
Again, it's if I can connect to it. It's if I have like some weird connection to it. I like that stuff will break me. So like, Remember the Titans, a guy getting seriously injured when he was trying to play sports to break through. Yeah, kind of got a connection to that. I understand that. Anything with like mental health issues, I can kind of relate to that. Cancer stuff, I can relate to that. But not much, Joe. Like I'm watching some show and it's about a couple breaking up. I'm like, not a chance. Kick her in the head, stab him. Like it is. Yeah, he's not. But he's not. I'm not like Vicky will happily watch. We'll watch. What did we watch recently again? Pixar film. Coco.
Coco.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So we put that on again to watch it with Tallulah, the niece. She wasn't that interested in it, but as soon as like the grand pops up, Vicky'd already started crying.
Yeah.
Right. I don't get that part of it. Like so. There is a chance to make me cry, but it's very, very slim.
Yeah, I'm finished the second Coco goes on. Because I'm definitely, no matter what point it's on, if I'm flicking through channels or whatever, and it's on the teller, no matter what point it's at in the film, it's staying on. I'm not moving past it.
Mm-hmm.
and I will just immediately start crying because it's the same way that I do when I watch It's a Wonderful Life, because I don't cry because I'm sad at that moment. I cry because I know that I'm gonna cry later.
They just start.
It's like
Your body's just like, fuck it, just start now, fuck it.
So I get like
You might as
pre-sad.
well. Yeah.
I still can't, and I'm sorry, Vicky, if you're listening, I love you to bits, but I still can't forgive you for recommending and telling me to watch that film. You almost ruined my Christmas.
Hey, it's a lovely film, and I really, really, really enjoy it because Pixar don't really miss.
Yeah.
And then mariachi music's always fun.
I thought you were talking about It's a Wonderful Life. I don't
give a shit about that. It's a Wonderful Life. I will never
I
watch
couldn't
that
watch
film
it.
again.
I couldn't get through it. I was like, I don't care.
It's long as shit.
I
It's a
want to
bit
watch
boring.
the Muppets Christmas Carol. I want to watch the Muppets Christmas Carol. I want to watch Polar Express. Why am I watching this? I don't care.
But that's the same way. So I feel it. So I'm never going to try and sell anyone on It's a Wonderful Life. Like, I love it, but I don't expect anybody else to.
That's your thing. Yeah.
That's just my thing that I watch every year at Christmas, and I cry from end to end. And then nobody else even in the house cares about it. Debbie sits there and goes, "You fucking crying again? You watch it every year. Why? Why do you even bother? Why are you still
I
striking?"
can see you doing it as
That's
well.
so jokes. Alan's just like, leave me alone. I'm trying to watch It's a Wonderful Life. And she's like, shut the fuck up, you fucking prick. When he grows some balls.
Exactly what she's like.
Stuff the
Like,
fucking turkey instead of sitting there crying like a fucking girl. He's like, leave
Yeah.
me alone.
It's like exactly that same energy. Absolutely.
Debbie just throws the Christmas tree out the window.
Yeah, but I'm never gonna, like I say, I'm never gonna try and get anybody else to watch it. I'll sell it for anyone else. That's just a me thing, and I just feel a certain way about it. And it's one of them same sort of situations in terms of like Sweet Tooth, where it's just a love. It's not even a particularly sad film. It's just a really nice story about a guy who's just fucking nice, doing nice things for other people, like putting other people first. That's the whole thing. That's it. There's nothing more complicated about it. There's no twists or turns. There's no fucking real villain apart from Potter, because he's a big fat cunt in a wheelchair.
Is anyone getting any Dr. Robotnik vibes, or is that just me?
What?
I'm just saying, from the villain in this, is anyone getting any Dr. Robotnik vibes? He looks like Eggman.
So he reminds me of, who was the guy who used to do Games Master?
Oh yeah.
And The Sky at Night. What's his name?
Oh Jesus, the fat with the monocle.
Yeah, he reminds me of him. I mean, that was a deep cut to the fucking early 90s, wasn't it? So sorry about that for anyone that's younger than fucking ancient.
Yeah, I just can't
Games
see it. I know the Games Master guy, but I'm just saying, like, I just feel like he looks with the sunglasses and his head, and then the massive.
Yeah, I get the Dr. Robotnik thing.
Yeah,
Patrick Moore.
Yeah,
Patrick Moore. There we go. I was going to say Roger Moore, and I was like, that's definitely not Roger Moore.
No, that's not it.
See, I was going to say Patrick Stewart, but that definitely was not him either.
That was not him.
Although he was in a wheelchair.
He was in a wheelchair.
And he was bald.
And he's been in space.
Yeah.
There you go.
These are two unfortunate facts that tie it all together. Okay, cool. All right, that's good. All right, so Sweet Tooth was was very interesting. Had some, like you said, some feels that reminded us of, like, just when they're walking through the woods and just getting along and building the fire. Everything felt quite nice, quite quaint, quite tranquil. And then they had the post-apocalyptic feel to it as well. So then we had the super villains going around, like the Empire going around and rounding everything up, and they were just superbly biased. No one's actually talked about the Doctor, that storyline at the moment, which I feel like is for me, it's one of the most. I have so many conflicting feelings about he and his wife, especially during season 2. Which I won't spoil, but definitely season 1. I just felt sorry for the guy in season 1. I was like, you're again just putting in an impossible situation where you need to do something ridiculously terrible to save the one you love.
Yeah, I think they're equally. It's sort of really kind of real in that they're equally shit, disgusted, like the worst kind of people, but at different points in the story. So at different times in their life, one's the villain, one's kind of the hero of their little kind of story.
Yeah.
and they're both kind of morally and ethically sound at some points, and then just the complete polar opposite of that at other points, like just go off the deep end. Like it's nice the way that's the way. Equally, the best scene with them two in is when the horse kicks that bird in the fucking chest, because that absolutely killed me and George. We literally, because I didn't see it coming. It come from nowhere, and I pissed myself laughing. Really, really, really laughed hard.
Yeah.
Can I reference to, because again, I'm only on 2 episodes, the guy with the long hair is feeding the kids in the zoo?
Yeah.
I mean, he's giving me such creepy bestiality vibes, but it's like, I really want to kill him. Even I want to, I can't, every time he's on, you get even the smallest clip of him, I want to kill him. He reminds me of that dude from a program Alan told me about ages ago. Not Assassination Classroom, the school where they train to kill. They only got 1 season.
Yeah.
And then there was the weird kid that kind of turned up that he was accused of being, who did all the crimes and killing. And he had like a weird dog fetish.
Something Academy. Yeah, it wasn't good, that. Sorry about that.
No.
Did you not watch it before you?
No, I think there was a couple of episodes in and went, "Oh, I think you'll like this, Aim," and then she didn't.
Yeah.
Well, then neither did
I did enjoy parts of it. I think it could have done without that character, and definitely that character. But I'm getting like that character vibes off him, and it's like I want to kill him.
Yeah, he reminds me a bit of who's that Tiger King guy? Whatever he was.
Oh yeah.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of him. That's the sort of like him, and like sort of the stereotypical American kind of.
He's just the overtly bad guy, isn't he? He takes his. He's not doing a job like all the soldiers in there. They're just kind of following orders. He just really puts all his hate and malice into this, and he's just the guy that he just like they've done their job with that guy. He's just the
like
annoying
he's
fuck who
volunteered.
wants to die. Yeah,
like everyone else is getting paid, but he's volunteered.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's doing it all for free. Here, come and get it, you little freaks! Goddamn mutant freaks! You know, he ad-libbed all of that as well. It was all just like straight off the top of his head. It was just like, I'm going to call them freaks. Yeah, I'm not just going to pour the food in. I'm going to really angrily shake it in, you know. Yeah, love it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's an absolute prick. Trying to think of any other characters that are in it that are quite...
the general's brother.
Oh, yeah.
Who got shot in...
Oh, yeah, that was another Vicky moment, I thought, when he started singing the boxer.
Yeah, when he's singing in the helicopter.
Yeah, he's singing Simon Garfunkel, the boxer.
So when he first pops on, I was like, I recognise him, but I did. So I looked him up on IMDb. Didn't know him. He's a singer-songwriter, and I was like, why have they hired this guy? And then he started singing that, and I was like, so they've hired this guy for this one scene. But I really liked his arc in the second season.
Yeah.
Just thought
like his redemption tour, like him turning on his brother because he realizes that they're just people and stuff like that. It's like you're bringing a fascist over to being a normal person.
Oh no! Amy, mute this for 2 seconds.
Oh.
No, not. Can you still hear us? Like mute.
Yeah.
Us.
How do I mute you guys?
I don't know.
Take your headphones off.
I tell you, I'm just gonna go away 1 minute. What?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm drinking the other one now. What's out of the chiller box? Branca Menta. So it's by the same people.
Well, that's Minta.
Can I just before you start talking about it, let me just say what I was going to say so Emily can come back. I thought Eve was going to get off with the doctor's wife. Yeah, I thought they did anyone else get those vibes?
Yeah, a little bit when he was like when his turn was coming, when he was stopped being like, oh, maybe my brother's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah.
My brother definitely is an asshole, and these people are actually nice people.
Yeah, they shared a few moments, like at first, and then I realized that they were having like a lot of separate kind of moments just together. And then when that moment where she was like, "Oh, come with us," and then eventually she fucks off, didn't she? So I thought, oh, eventually they're going to find each other, which would have been nice.
That's lovely.
But ultimately, like, what's the point in them finding each other? Because she's fucking popping her clogs anyway. How is she still alive, though? That's what, like, that's the other thing where I was like, how are you still breathing? You should have been ages ago.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is, the actual cure. It's a cure, but you still show the signs.
Oh, so like maybe he did find the cure and he give it to her and it works, and it just now it's not lethal anymore.
Yeah. But that one little vial what is left at the end is literally the cure, and they're going to take it to Alaska for it to get synthesized and expanded on, Joe, because they've done all the trials and stuff on it.
I still feel like the flowers have got. You can come back now.
Come back.
Dumb. You can come back now. It's all right.
Join us.
You must come. Come quickly.
Like,
Over here.
I still feel like the flowers are going to have something to do with it, because obviously, if you look at any medication in the world anyway, it comes from plants. So there's still something about how they grow so wildly, why they grow where they do, like why they've got this effect, and so there's going to be something about them being medication of some kind. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be something there. It's got to be, because that fits in with real science.
Is that as well? And the scene with the doctor sat in that room with them all.
Yeah, and then it because that was a suicide for him, wasn't it? I thought.
Yeah, that's what we all thought.
Yeah,
because I think I misunderstood that.
Which it still might be, because we're not spoiling anything.
Yeah.
But
we actually don't know, because it still might be in terms of he just might be long term poorly.
Maybe.
Like maybe like terminal and not dead straight away.
Yeah.
I was
thinking when Sweet Tooth was in that room and the doctor was talking him through that. Do you know how fucking handy those flowers would be? If I had a room of those flowers in my apartment somewhere, where anytime I'd lost my key, or I gone out.
I thought you were going to go a different way.
I was going to say, or I'd gone out on a date and I couldn't remember the bird's name. She was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, morning," and I'd be like, "Oh, 2 secs," and I'd run into that room really quickly and I'd relive the morning, and she'd be like, "Alice," and I was like, and I'd come back out, "All right, Alice, how you doing?" And she was like, "Oh, mate, it was so great. Can you remember what you told me last night? That was so beautiful." I was like, "For fuck's sake, 2 secs." So I'd run back in the room again, Charlotte, and relive those moments. It was so great.
You wrote like your own little sexy time machine.
Oh, you just lost your keys. You know what I mean? And he's like, "Oh, where did I put my keys?" Hold up. Go in the room. Remember the previous day or wherever. You dropped him behind the couch. I was like, there they are. Right. Go back. Behind the couch. I've got him.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, I definitely thought you was going down the Rohypnol route initially.
What the fuck?
Do you know how handy that room of flowers would be? I wouldn't have to buy any drinks.
Do you know what I need to say about that? Alan, your mind got there first. You need to understand that. No matter what, that's where your mind went first. I had no intentions of saying anything like that. My mind didn't go there. Yours did.
Mine was pretty close to Alan's as well, to be honest.
Then there's a bigger issue. That needs to be addressed, and we'll talk about this off the live. But I apologise. Actually, I can't apologise because that shit is funny. But no, you use it to take advantage. I'd use it to do things like remember women's names and find my keys. You guys would use this anyways, right? No worries. Okay, right, Amy, what would you use it for?
What now?
I
wouldn't use Rohypnol on anyone because I'm not into date rape.
Jesus Christ!
Wow!
That's not what That is not what
Wow.
This is wildly out of context for
This
Amy.
is just so out of context.
There. She's not got to that bit of the season yet. She absolutely has no idea what's going on.
Maybe that might be the funniest thing you've ever said.
While you were talking about whatever you've made me go away from, I just discovered that Robert Downey Jr. and his wife are the executive producers of Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I said it. I said it in the group chat the other day, Alan.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
just
read
while-
that anymore.
yeah. While yous were like, talking about date rate drugs. Yeah.
You weren't.
I was Googling.
You'll
We're
get-
talking about that.
You'll get to a bit in the season. I think you're only like an episode or two away from it where they find out what the purple flowers do, basically. For
He's already laid in the purple flowers when he saw his dad again.
oh yeah.
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 Yes, we kind of tap into that more and more, and they become a little bit more under control of it with the Doctor.
Right.
So, and that's that he basically is able to go back to a point in time in his memory wherever he wants and sort of explore it a little bit more and describe what he's seen and stuff like that.
So as well as the virus and the weird hybrid babies, we've also got a new sort of species of plant. Because I just thought that was probably like real. There was some real life flowers there that gave you the same effect as shrooms.
Nah.
Not that I've ever done.
Well, you can
Shrooms
take
to know the effects.
morning glory seeds, grind them up, extract the thingy from that, and then trip on them. So maybe because they're kind of a purple plant, it could be just kind of lifted from that.
Like a mutated version of that or something.
Oh, that's where they just took the idea from. Like it's not like Joe exactly, but if you can get a purple plant, make it kind of looks like them as well, ish.
Maybe.
But yeah, weird drips as well.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, we really enjoyed that. Some people would use certain things for evil. Others would do things like find their keys. Some of us.
I would just put them on the windowsill to look pretty.
Just to look pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you needed to, if Simon wasn't feeling it one day, but fuck that. Straight in his coffee. But how would you? What would you rate this, guys? Like season 1, then season 2, and then overall.
So I can't really do both separately, so I'll wait until the end if you want.
Okay.
Right, so it has been a while since I watched season 1, but I did say it did feel better than season 2. Well, I preferred it. Better is maybe not the right word. Off memory, I would probably give it 7.5 and a 7, and then probably about a 7.2 overall. But
Okay.
there you go.
7.5 and then a 7. So only like 0.5.
Yeah, like I said, it weren't enough for it to
Do you know when
feel
you first when you gave
bad,
that
but it was just like I said before, it felt like they crammed a lot in where the first season felt like it would naturally had room to breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was just small little differences, but it was all building up for the end of the season where the payoff was decent. Like I weren't mad at it. So yeah,
I thought when
7.5
you gave
and
that
7.
score, you were just being really difficult, and you were saying 7.5 and a 7th. So I was just like, why don't you just say 7.6? I don't know. I didn't understand like what you were saying. I didn't realize you said 7.5 and then a 7.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought you were giving like additional.
No. Season 1 and season 2.
7.5 and a 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I can't do season 2 yet because I've not finished it. I barely even started it. But season 1 is a definite 9, a hard 9. I thoroughly loved it, and also on the fact that for me, I know something's a good TV show if Simon sits and binge watches it with me, because he will not watch anything, and if he will go and watch something without me, or he will sit through something with me for 8 hours straight, it's good.
Yeah.
And he did with season 1, the full 8 hours in one day, and definite 9.
Yeah, it is binge worthy, 100%. I think it's Netflix is binge worthy, and it really is. It makes you really just want to watch the next episode, and they're not very long as well. They're quite short, so it's just the kind of nice little chunks that you can just take away. So it's good. I would give season 1 probably an 8. I thought it was really good. I was surprised by it. Thinking back to it now, I think you might have recommended it to me, Amy. I think you gave me a list like a year ago or something. Or
No, it was only a few weeks ago.
Was it?
Yeah, it weren't that long ago. And then you WhatsApped me and said, "Good shout on Sweet Tooth," because you asked what I was watching.
I swear to God, that was like last year or something.
No, it was only like a couple of months ago.
Whatever.
Time is relative, Nick.
Mate, time is relative.
Was last year, so you could both be right.
That's true.
Mm.
Thank you,
Could be-
Doctor.
Could be trans timist.
Facts. Yeah, so I'll give that an 8 because I think it was really good. I like the journey. I enjoyed all the characters that were coming in. We haven't even spoken about the what's her name, Bear. Yeah, who's just a badass. But
That the girl with the curly hair.
yeah,
The one what runs
Yeah,
the leader of the animal army.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that Animal Army place is just like that place is just a fucking cotch. Like I can imagine getting high, just drinking all the beers and eating sweets all day and just playing video games. That sounds fucking sick. It just sounds
over in bumper cars.
Yeah.
To it.
Yeah. Like why wouldn't you do that? It sounds amazing.
No one else just get big Lord of the Flies like vibes from it.
Yeah, but in a good way, not in a we want to eat each other and drop a boulder on someone way.
Yeah.
You know that sounds fun. Well, yeah. I get you.
No, Baron. And I probably
just drop a boulder on the fat kid.
Oh mate, you got his head caved in. Yeah, and I'll probably give season 2 I'd say 7, a point down. I agree with Mike, it wasn't as good. But I still enjoyed it. You know, I still cared about the characters. A lot of filler episodes, I reckon. To and fro. We know the bad guy's bad. You don't have to make him do crazy zany shit. You know.
Yeah, I feel like that took away from it. It got a bit cartoony.
Yeah.
Like too as over the top as the show is in general. Like it was just a little bit too hammy at points with him.
Yeah, I feel like he was more sinister in the first one. In the second season, he was just, like very villainous, and it was like that, again. He completely Robotnik'd it for me in the season 2. If I was kind of like, it kind of reminds me of someone. Season 2 was like he looks like Dr. Robotnik, and he acts like him too. And yeah, but I still think it was good. I still enjoyed the story. I liked some of the places where it went. Not much of an adventure. I think that's what took me away from it because it was a journey. The first one, this one, it was more like a jailbreak.
In and around the zoo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was but it was still good. It was still entertaining. Liked some of the new characters that are in there. There were times when the kids were all together. You can kind of tell, you know, how much the adults really do lead a lot of the dialogue in this series. Because when the kids are all together, it's all a little bit silly. It definitely, especially in the first episode of the first season, when probably even the first kind of 5 minutes of the new season, it felt very, hey guys, I've done this and blah blah blah, and they're like, wow, you know, and kind of all gathered together. And I was like, oh, I really hope that a lot of you die because that would just take away from all of it. That would be brilliant because I need this to be a little bit more. Yeah, brutal. Because this is all very fairy tale at the moment. I just need someone to walk into that cage and just shoot one of them in the head and just drag them out by their feet and just shut the door in the middle of a Sweet Tooth speech. That would be incredible. But yeah, series overall. It's only a glimpse. It's only a peek through the blinds into my heart, darling. You don't want to walk through the door, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you don't want
to see what's down, and then you certainly don't want to walk down the basement because things just get crazy.
Again, jokes. Jesus Christ.
But overall, I'd probably give all of it together. I think it lives up to probably 7.5 for me in total. It's good. I think it's very good. It still has like kind of dodgy dialogue and kind of filler scenes, and there's a lot of scenes that feel a bit flat, you know, a bit boring. And some of the interactions, it's already been done, you know, and a lot of it's kind of told by feeling and great acting from a lot of the cast. But then, you know, when Big Man's talking to Sweet Tooth, it does feel a little bit, Sweet Tooth, oh, Big Man, I'm going to do this. Oh, when do you ever listen to me? Oh, come on, let's go. All right, then. Like, you know, all right, well, you know, okay. We like these characters, so we'll let them get away with it a little bit. But Fuzz being, it's what stops it kind of from being a 9 or a 10. But again, some really good moments in it. It's got one of my favorite Big Man moments, which I won't spoil at the AirPad in season 2, which I won't spoil. But I really liked that moment because it kind of brought to light exactly why he's doing what he's doing. Amy, you're in for a treat. But yeah, I'll say that.
I like it when he gets violent and smashes that guy dead out.
Oh yeah, I like that bit too. Yeah.
There's a fair amount of that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Just big man just throwing people around.
Just decking people looking like a pro wrestler. It was mental.
Particularly in the last episode as well, I really liked like the whole sequence of them being in sort of, I won't, like, not to like spoil anything. It won't spoil anything for you, Amy, but there's like these kind of 3 pockets of kind of action going on in like one larger set piece, and I was just really fucking enjoying going, yeah, cool, sweet, kill of the week, great. Like, it was just, I really enjoyed that whole bit. I think I'm more towards Amy than I am to you two. So I'd probably put the whole 2 seasons at maybe an 8.5. I'd say is probably fair for the way I felt about it. I think it definitely benefited from watching all season 1 and season 2 together, because I got all of that story, and then I got like the smaller kind of shrunken telling of these same characters and bringing in new characters that I didn't necessarily care about all of them. I liked Bobby, I liked the elephant. I'm not asked about any of the others. I quite like Pig Girl. Like, there's you know what I mean? There's not an awful lot going on outside of Sweet Tooth. I did have a couple of, like, in the first season, I only had one real like oh shit moment when Big Man gets shot, and I was like, oh fuck, like did they just kill him? Like, what the fuck? And then it ended. Fuming about it. Like I say, I would have been had it. I have not had the next episode to immediately go to.
Yeah.
I got a few more of them in season 2, and I don't know if that was just because I was a little bit naive about where the story was going, and I hadn't really seen a lot of the things coming, particularly the last episode. Not to say too much, but I definitely, if they'd have gone the way that I initially thought they were going with it, and what it kind of leads you into the way that they go with like the last sort of 10-15 minutes of that episode, I was like, that's a 10. If they've had the balls to do that, the fucking season, the 2 seasons are a 10. I'm chalking this off as along the lines of Band of Brothers. Do you know what I mean? Where I've just go, that is a masterpiece into it. Like, if they'd just done an enclosed story with 2 seasons, because they didn't, it kind of, I appreciate what they did still, but it just didn't hit as hard of what I wanted them to do. But yeah, like I say, probably 8.5 is probably fair. It'd have pushed a 10 if they'd have just ended that last episode of season 2 the way I expect, like the way I thought they were going to, or the way it leads you to believe they're going to.
If it had been binned off after the first season, would you have gone hunting out the source material to find out what happened in the story?
Yeah.
I did try after season 1, but I couldn't find any, relevance proper. I couldn't find the comic basically to carry it on.
Yeah,
anywhere.
I genuinely didn't know it was a DC thing until you said that before. I knew it was Warner Brothers, obviously, which I think was one of the things that initially turned me off it, where I was just like, oh, it's WB, fuck that. It's gonna be shit. Like, whatever it is, it's probably not gonna be very good. But I didn't see the DC logo on it or anything. I don't think
it's not the DC logo. Doesn't pop up, but it does credit DC.
Right? Yeah, didn't even fucking watch it, so I had absolutely no idea that it was their kind of IP. So yeah, I just thought it was just like a thing that some writer at Warner Brothers had done.
All right, cool. All right, brilliant stuff. Well, yeah, I think the scores aren't like miles away. I think we're all around that kind of 8-7 mark. Which means that we all think it's good, like pretty good. That's a very good kind of say. None of us think it's excellent. I think it had lots of chances to be excellent. There's things that needed to improve on, but I think overall it was a good story. I knew Alan would like it. Called it, and I knew also that he'd blub like a little girl watching it. But yeah, very good. Star Wars thing. All right. So, if there was any, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike and Alan just look dead. Alan kind of looks frozen. Alan, you frozen?
Yeah, Alan looks.
No, he's just winding you up and he's being a dickhead.
Yeah. Fuck you, Alan. Fuck you. I can hold a blink for that long term. I'm just going to argue with like a frozen Alan. Star Wars thing. Should we wait for Alan? There he is. He's back.
Yeah.
All right. Internet's being a dick.
I was screaming at you just there. I asked you a really heartfelt question. Yeah.
Oh, did you? What was it?
No, it's too late now. Yeah, I have to rewatch this episode. Star Wars thing. So I have 2 different Star Wars things. So basically, it's the what was it? The shag, marry, and avoid question.
Okay.
But Star Wars.
Okay.
Characters in Star Wars. Who would you have sex with? Who would you marry? Who would you avoid? Shall I give
Pedro
you some
Pascal.
characters? Shall I give you some
Pedro
characters?
Pascal. Jabba the Hutt.
Shall I give you some characters? Would that help, or should we just say the Star Wars universe?
No, because if I, it's going to be dead easy if we have to come up with our own.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I've got one then. So Grievous, Dooku, and oh god, Palpatine.
This is a Sith shag, marry, avoid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or separatist. Okay.
Grievous is going to be a great night. All them hands.
Twirls around and everything.
I would say Palpatine for like. I'm with Grievous for the shag. I would say Palpatine for the marriage because let's face it, he just owns the whole empire.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, like.
Yeah, but
bedtime
Dooku's a smooth motherfucker.
Yeah, but bedtime would it be great?
He's got a curved hilt.
I mean, you like everything's going to be given to you, gifted to you. You're just going to walk around the Death Star like Queen Bitch. So, you know what I mean. So if you were married to Palpatine, like no one could touch you.
You want to marry the leader of a fascist dictatorship? That's wild.
Well, I mean, to be honest, mate, it's better to be on the right hand side of the devil than in his way. At the end of the day, mate, you gave us these choices, you son of a bitch.
I know. I think I've done good.
I don't want to. These are the choices, and I say what I would do given these choices. Either way, someone's gonna have to shag one of them. Right? These aren't good choices, Mike. I'm not
I go
happy
through all
with
of them. Fuck it.
it. Shag all.
You gotta test it out first, don't you?
And then decide. Okay, yeah. So that'd be mine anyway. So mine would be Grievous, shag, Palpatine, marry, and avoid.
One sec. Once you've gone Palpatine, there is no other team.
Do you reckon he's got a big hog?
What?
No.
Do you reckon Palpatine's got a big hog?
No, because he wouldn't be a fascist if he did.
No, it's just all burned and melted, isn't it? He wouldn't know if he was doing anything or not. That's a good thing. He just doesn't know. There's no feeling down there. It's all gone. It's great.
There's no sense. There's no feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like any healthy marriage, the sex will be minimum anyway. So,
Yeah, and he genuinely doesn't care who finishes first. Like he's really not he's not bothered about that other person. Not interested.
Yeah. The only annoying thing is like listening to his rants just about the dark side. Just sitting there, just eating eating cornflakes.
Something dark side.
Yes, drink the milk down. I see the dairy flowing through you.
Use your expression.
Yeah, exactly. Put some sugar on it. No, I'm all right with that. Do it. It's like, all right, fucking hell. For fuck's sake, all right. Yeah, those kind of things. Breakfast would be annoying. Most of the time, you just wander about. Mike, who's yours?
Oh, wow, my three. I've just said I'd run through all of them.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Amy?
But you definitely been off Palpatine. Dooku looks like he'd be able to wine and dine you just as well, and not look like a testicle. So you'd marry him, and then you've got a football.
That was exactly my answer. So
you guys aren't thinking long term. I mean, while you guys are married to Dooku, I'm married to Palpatine. I was like, yeah, but
if Palpatine's dead, isn't it?
Mate, like our social situation, we wouldn't run in the same social circles. I'm just saying, like, I'll be like fine dining. You'll be like, oh, look, here's Dooku's husband.
Yeah, I'll be with the fascist like fascist.
How's everything going on Geonosis? Yeah, I heard there's lots of rocks there, and all the girls would be laughing.
Also,
why would I care about girls? I've got Dooku.
Yeah, and he's got that sick, like, sweet little curved hilt.
Exactly, it's got a curved hilt. Just to the left, it's the spot.
Turn it on. Amy, what about you? And also,
Pass.
so sorry. Go on, shag, marry, avoid. We'll do this again, but with 3 other people.
Okay, so marry Dooku.
Common sense.
Nah, you
Mhm.
guys aren't thinking long term. It's so stupid. If I was sick of one of you lot, I could just get my husband to blow up your planet.
Right, shag Palpatine, because once it's done, I can run away. Marry Dooku. Bin Grievous, because no, not that many.
I mean, that's
No.
fair. At least.
And then the
like you said,
mechanical, like, no.
At
he's
least
soft on the inside.
Palpatine's got a bit of a buzz about him as well. Like,
But the hope as well, he might be, like you said, he might be dead from the waist down with there. So he might
Yeah.
just, like, you know, he might try, but, you know, nothing
Right,
happens.
so
So I can
he's
make an
space
escape.
Viagra, what you on about?
Nah.
Either that, or he'll just fold it up and thumb it in.
Oh!
And that's the image we're now all left with. Palpatine folding in his burnt, saggy, old cock into an arsehole. That is the image.
Check round his thumb.
Take it in, everyone. Like a thumbed,
That's what he said.
like a thumbed Palpatine, saggy, burnt cock.
Hey, you better hope
Yeah.
he's not double jointed in his thumbs, otherwise he won't go in.
Do you reckon he uses the Force?
Maybe. But just the dark side of it, though.
Yeah, the dark
obviously.
side.
Right.
I mean, that's what you'd need the dark side if he was to do it. Anyways, right. Let's move on to the next thing. Alan's frozen, and I'm kind of worried because you need
Oh,
to.
there he's back. Be back
He's
in a minute.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Here we go again. Practice. Yeah. Let's try again.
Yeah. Shall we do your quiz?
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Let's have a look.
We need some quiz music. Ooh.
Oh.
This is Darling It's Better Down When It's Wetter.
Oh, God.
That's so clever and fancy.
No, we've done that one already. And I won it.
No, we've
No
done
big
that
deal.
one already.
No big deal. No big deal. I destroyed it. Whatever.
No big deal.
Let it go. Oh my God, that was like so last week. No, but seriously, like if Palpatine was my husband, like I could literally afford anything. I'll just go shopping.
Yeah, but you would have Palpatine as your husband because you're a Sith Lord.
Mate, I would literally just put Palpatine. I
Yeah.
want that Death Star, but I want it over here. And then I want a garden in it. And I want that to be my place of zen. And he's like, yes, good. Palpatine, why do you spend so much time with Darth Vader? I don't like you spending time with me. He is my apprentice. I need to train. Yeah, but you never look at me the same way you look at Vader. I don't know why. I'm just saying, does he have to be here every day?
There's something seriously wrong with
Palpatine, I don't like that planet. It's blocking the sun. I want to see the sun. I will have it destroyed. Yeah, I don't like it.
Jesus.
There's so much sand.
Get rid of the planet. I don't like it. But there's hundreds of innocent people living over there. Millions and billions of different species. Yeah, blow it up. It's blocking the sun. How am I going to get my vitamin D?
Why did your Palpatine turn into fucking Boris?
Because it's the
Because
same
he's
thing.
the
isn't
Torah.
it? It's just the same thing. Why wouldn't he turn into Boris? This should be the
Yeah.
question, mate. It's a very
so-
natural transformation.
You need either something to make notes or like a pad and a pen for this.
Can I use my phone?
You can use your notes on your phone if you want, yeah. So we'll just do it when Mike gets back. I'll tell him as well. Obviously, he's using his phone, so we actually will need a pad and a pen. But we'll do like 5 questions, answers, another 5 answers, we'll go like that. There's only like 32 questions, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
No drama. If any of you guys could reenact a scene from Star Wars to live in, what scene would that be? Like
To
you were
live
doing it yourself. Yeah, so effectively you were going to be in that scene. What would you do?
Wait, does
So
it have to be Star Wars as in the 6 or any Star Wars time film?
When you say 6, I say the 9, and yes.
Hmm.
You all sound like Lord Chamberlain from Dark Crystal. Young Gavin.
I don't know. 'Cause I don't feel like there's anything particularly like noteworthy that I'd want. Where I'd go, I really would like to do that. I mean, obviously, you've got like the Vader scene where I would just love to be that powerful, where I'm just walking through a corridor, just chopping folk up. But that's not really me as a person. So
yeah, but you get to live it. You get to live that moment.
So if you get to, it might be one of the Poe scenes, you know, where he's just absolutely obliterating folk in his TIE fighter.
Force Awakens, when he takes out like 10 fighters at once.
Yeah, when he comes to the planet where Maz Kanata's palace is.
Yeah.
So, and he's literally just like Finn's like, oh, that's one hell of a pilot. And he's just fucking knocking them left, right, and center. Or the bit where or maybe the one where he takes out the dreadnought in the next film, when he takes out all the guns and he's just flying.
You're responsible for hundreds of deaths. That is not the time you want to be Poe.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's fascist death though, so it's different. They don't count.
So what was the question?
So the question is, if you could live a scene from Star Wars, or a moment from Star Wars, what would that be?
Oh, easy. Luke and Leia.
Do you have any sisters? Because I'm getting worried.
No, obviously. That's why I'm constantly making them jokes.
There's only 2 of them.
Like, it's the same answer for like two questions.
That is funny.
Yeah.
That was
incest.
Yeah, incest is the answer.
Oh, when they first go into the cantina. So I can tell everyone that Han definitely shot first.
Oh, so you're just a witness to it?
Yeah. That's what I see Han shoot that guy and go, Han defo shot first. What you lot talking about? Are you all Tory scum? There you go.
Han shot first.
Yeah, Han absolutely shot first because he's my guy.
Amy, what about you?
I'm going to be like really, really boring and girly, and I'm going to go with episode 2 when they're on, is it Naboo, with Anakin and Natalie Portman. And they're like, you know, they're all happy and having dinner in the nice countryside because we don't like the sand. It gets everywhere. And yeah, we're just all like happy and peaceful and, you know, rich and frolicking in the woods.
Nice.
I mean, I get that to a point. Yeah, I get it to a point. Like, you want someone to float some fruit at you. Hayden Christian's not that, you know, he's not difficult to look at, is he, I guess? But yeah, all right, fair enough.
I changed my answer to pod racing.
See, that was
one of my Tokyo Drift.
That was one of my that was one of my 2 answers. So I was going to say I'll do a pod racing scene, not necessarily Anakin, maybe one of the ones that dies, but yeah, pod racing nevertheless. And yeah, I'm going to be the one that gets shot by the Tusken Raiders as it's flying and it just goes spinning out of control. I like to be.
I'll be the fat thing watching them.
Yeah.
One of the huts.
Yeah, one of the huts. Or I would do the scene in episode 2 where Obi-Wan Kenobi jumps out the window and grabs that bot and he's hanging onto it to see where it's going to go.
Yeah, when he's the assassin droid.
Yeah, the assassin droid. Yeah, I'd just like to be in a car, you know, just driving by, flying, just seeing it. Just only because, like, imagine all the conversations that you could have after that. You just on your way to a bar. And it was like, oi, guess what I've just seen? I was like, what?
Some fucking crackhead hanging off a droid.
You're a motherfucking dude. You're a fucking droid flying through traffic.
So
it's
there
like,
is
give
that
off.
meme, though, isn't there? There is that meme where they cut everything with it, and then it's Ewan McGregor on Graham Norton going, "That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi."
Nope.
Absolutely cut them together.
That'd be brilliant. But mate, you tell that story like until you die. And I was like, I tell you what's better than that. And all your mates were like, for fuck's sake, not again. Yes, it's like, yes, I'm going to tell it again because it was fucking incredible. Which one of you like have seen the fucking Jedi? Yeah,
I've got a story like that.
Mm.
So when I was away the other week, I went to the bar.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Asshole.
I got ID'd.
Fuck's sake. That is your
You
story
got-
like that. That is actually your story like that.
Do you not know Amy?
Say-
Amy,
say
do you not
what-
know?
No, you got ID'd.
ID'd at the bar, mate. She thought I was 20. 20.
Okay. She thought you was 20 and still felt a need to ID you.
Yeah, so, I'll context. So
I love this. Oh shit, was that me? Sorry, that might be me.
Yeah, that'll have been you. It's fine. So this lovely Welsh lady behind the bar went up. She checked me in as well. We're staying away with work. And
Checked
I
him
went
in,
up to
checked
the
him
bar.
out.
Can get a pint of Guinness, please? And she went, yeah, no problem. And then it took ages for the Guinness to come. And I was on my phone, I looked up, and she just stood there looking at me. So I went, oh, sorry, I was miles away. I thought she was waiting for me to pay. I went, oh, sorry, love, I was miles away then. She went, I'm sorry, but can I just ask you have you got any ID on you? And I went, are you fucking joking? Like, I started laughing. I went, are you fucking joking? So she went, no, I'm really sorry, but like in Wales, we question people at 25, but it's only 21 here. So I went, I'm 40, love. I'm 40 years old. She went, oh, you should take it as a bit of a compliment, really. And I went, not a problem. I'll take it all day long. It is a compliment. I'm absolutely not offended. There's my ID. Check that out. 1982. Cool. And then
1982. Wow.
she said,
Check this out. Old as shit.
Wow.
Wow. See that 19? See that 8? Yeah. And then so I went down.
Mate, 3 years off being born in the 70s, you.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm fucking old. I'm fine with it. I'm not. It's not a problem. Because clearly I don't look it.
How old you are? Looking at your passport for me would be like going to Jurassic Park for the first time and seeing the T-Rex. I just went, wow.
Yeah,
a little bit scared, but completely fascinated.
Open it and go, that's a huge pile of shit.
Yeah.
But then again, in fairness, all 4 of us, not one of us actually do look our age.
Babyface assassin here.
You are, Mike. You are.
Shame.
We're all
get ID'd
baby
regularly.
faced.
Yeah.
Don't take this away from Alan. He needs this.
No, so yeah, so then when I went up to get a drink later on, I went, do you want to see my ID again? She said no. She didn't need to see it again. But you know, the offer was there just in case she was still not sure. But yeah, no, she didn't need to see it. I texted Debbie, obviously, and her natural reaction was, she's a slag. That's literally what I got text back. She's a slag. I was like, she's a really nice girl. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, she fucking wants to fuck you. I was like, all right, chill out. Jesus. Turned into Regan. It's like, fucking hell.
That's what I said, though, as well. I was like, she definitely wants a bit of you.
Yeah. I don't think she did, you know. I think I just look young.
There's no other...
I think she was just working for tips.
Pardon?
I think she was just working for tips.
Yeah, sex tips.
I don't tip at the bar.
No, she wanted... The only logical explanation is, because let's face it...
I didn't say what tip, Alan.
You don't look 20. But isn't it weird that we all just like... Oh, yeah, like you just don't... Yeah, there's no way that you look that young. Like, we're all looking at all the other possibilities that there would be before that. So Mike's just like, nah, she just wants tips. Debbie and I are both like, nah, sex. You know? Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, not one of us has gone, oh, do you know what? Fair enough. Yeah.
I did. I complimented. I said we all don't look our ages, all 4 of us.
So do you think he looks 20?
I don't think he looks 20,
Okay,
but
well, you kind of answered the question.
at the same time, he doesn't
I
look
feel like
40.
Maybe 18. Maybe 19, 18, 19. Is that what you're saying, Amy? Not 20. Maybe 18. But
Well, true story. Here's one for you though. My friend went out with a lad who was 2 years older than me in high school, and so he would have been 18. Yeah, but no, I swear to God, he was a lovely lad and everything, but he looked about 40.
Sounds it as well.
Was he like one of that? Was he like that? Have you seen that documentary about the fella that goes back to school? He's like fucking 30 odd years old, and he goes back.
That's Benjamin Button.
No, he goes back to school. It's a true story. It's somewhere around here.
It's a film.
And he goes back to school.
Never been kissed.
No, but it's like that. But a true story of a guy who just goes back to school when he's like 30 odd, and enrolls as a fucking genius. So I passed all his classes and that. Everyone thinks he's mint because he's 16 and knows loads of stuff because he's actually 30 odd. Debbie was watching a documentary. I'll try and find out what it's called. It's fucking wild, man. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I want to see this now. But no, he genuinely was 18 and he did look about 40.
What about now? Is he still with
I don't know. I don't know because I lost contact. It's been 20 years. I don't know anymore.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right.
He's definitely dead if he's had an outline.
Yeah. Yeah, we wish no death upon anyone, but I thought it's a fair question.
You know, sometimes it happens.
Sometimes it does. So the quiz. Alan, what have you got in store for us?
Mike, you need like a pen and some paper or a pad, or because you're using your phone, aren't you, for this?
Yeah, back in a sec.
Use your notes. Sorry.
I'm looking forward to this, and I've drunk half a bottle of prosecco already. So, and I've had a couple of beers today.
Cool.
I went to Have you been to Rudy's?
No.
It's like a pizza place near Deansgate. Really nice. I would recommend it. Check my Insta story. You'll see it all there.
Okay. Maybe I should.
I want to go, Rudy's. I've not been yet, though.
Yeah,
pizza in
incredible.
it, so
Absolutely incredible. I had a triple pepperoni pizza, and there's a chili honey glaze that they put on it. I swear to God,
honey.
Mate, I was literally going to get my kit off and just have at it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, pretty much.
You gonna have sex with a pizza?
I was going to have sex with
it.
Yeah. My own special sauce.
Like a Northern American pie.
Would a Northern American pie just be someone having sex with a pie?
Yeah, but like a meat and tater pie.
Oh, yeah.
Not one.
Chicago dish.
Right.
You ready? Right. So I just said, Mike, when you went off a minute ago, there's 5 questions, answers, few more answers. Like about 4 or 5 different rounds, probably about 30 questions. It's not. Some of them are more difficult than others. A couple of them have got like multiple points available.
How are we going to know? Like, are you going to go around each of us and then ask us what?
Yeah, so we'll do the questions, and then I'll get your answers, and then I'll go to the next slide, and you'll see who's actually got right. So you won't see the answers before you've you know what I mean? Okay.
So there are 30 questions.
Well, 32, I think there are, but some of them have got multiple answers, and one of them's like a picture round.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What year did each of the original trilogy release in theatres? So the year for A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. So it's a 3-point question, 1 point for each year you get right.
I have no idea, weirdly. Who cares about the past?
Okay, question 2. What was Finn's stormtrooper number? Like I say, some of them are more difficult than others. Some of them are.
I know this one. Can I just say this one?
Well, no, you can wait. C-3PO is fluent in over how many million languages? So the closest person gets this. So you don't. If you get it bang on, sweet. If not, the closest to it. Palpatine easily killed 4 Jedi Masters like bitches. Mace Windu, CC Tin, and Agent Cola. Who was the other Jedi that he killed? There was 4 Jedi. That's 3 of them. Who was the other one?
Palpatine.
Palpatine killed 4 Jedi. You know, in the throne room when he kills
Oh,
them,
for
he
fuck's
literally
sake.
wipes them out like bitches. So he killed CC Tin and Agent Cola very quickly. He killed another one that I want the name of, and then he eventually killed Mace Windu. And then the last question in this one is, what is the Tidorian's name who owned Anakin Skywalker? So you know the little Russian guy who Qui-Gon tries to mind trick and he goes,
Yeah, I got him.
no, like
Got it.
that one. Sorry, Amy. I know you're not really like a proper Star Warsy nerd like these two and me.
I've got 0.
I definitely know that I've got 1.
Right, so let's go with question 1. So we've got what? So Nick, what did you get for question 1?
1977.
Correct. And
Yes.
you
What's
got
that?
all 3.
I got 1977, 1979, 1983.
Oh, close. You got 2 points. Mike?
Oh, what did I get?
So I went 79, 81, 89.
Nope. None. Amen.
1.
72, 77, 79.
77, 80, 83.
Yes! Oh, so close on the second one.
But I'll come on to it in a minute. It's on the next slide anyway. What's Finn's stormtrooper name? I'll let you go last, Nick, because I know
Not
you
a
know.
clue.
Not stormtrooper number, no.
Nope.
80085.
Boobs would have been a great name. Yeah, that would have been fantastic. Well done, mate. Go on, Nick.
FN 2187.
Perfect. C3PO is fluent in over how many million languages? Amy.
11.
Mike.
52.
Nick.
500 million.
Mike gets the point.
How many?
60. Palpatine easily killed 4 Jedi Masters. Who was the other one? Who was we looking for? Go on, Nick.
I put the green one.
He is the green one. He is the green one.
Do I get half a point for that?
No. Mike.
Dead guy.
Also accurate. Amen. No. Right.
No clue. Who were the other 2? Which was I was thinking.
You didn't give us number 5, which is Watto, and I've got Watto.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I put Watto.
Yeah. So Anakin's...
I put Fly Guy.
Watto.
Yeah, he was a fly guy. That is actually accurate.
Look, I put it. Watto.
The green one. Watto.
Yeah.
It's fine. I do trust you. Did you put anything for that, Amy? No.
No, not a clue.
Right, you're gonna have to. So, right, what did we
I've got
get
4
here?
points.
You've got. Are you scoring yourselves?
Yeah. Well, do we get
Let's
an
do that.
individual point for the?
I got 1.
Yeah, you get 1 point per year you got right.
Yeah. So
And
Okay.
1 point for questions 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, I got 4 points. So I got
4.
1977, 1983, FN 2187, and Watto. That's 4.
Yeah, 4 points then. Mike, you
got
got you got one of the years right, didn't you?
I
1
got
point.
79,
You got
81, 89.
Oh no, you
got
didn't
the
get
numbers
any
wrong.
then. Oh
Yeah,
no, you got question 3 right. So
I
yeah,
got question 3 right, yeah.
Yeah, and Amy, you got 77, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, May 1, Nick 4. Right.
No,
round
no.
2.
Amy got 77 for.
Yeah,
But-
I got 1 point.
Yeah, I said 1 point.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right. I thought there was injustice. I was trying to give Amy a point.
Right. Yeah, I know. She's got a point. It's fine.
Okay, good.
We're all on the same page. It's not a problem.
Got white knight in it.
Question 6.
Yeah.
I've got to beat someone.
Question 6. Many of what species died while stealing the plans for the Death Star?
Let me answer this right away before no one cheats.
Little bit sorry about this. that we didn't
know
see this in Rogue One, but whatever.
Oh my god, I only watched it the other night.
Not really referenced in Rogue One, mate. It's more a New Hope kind of thing.
It's referenced in Return of the Jedi, actually.
Oh, is it Return? Oh, yes,
Yep.
so it's the second Death Star plans, isn't it? Sorry.
Extra point for Nick.
No.
What is the name of the Death Star's original?
I feel like you need that, Nick. Okay. How many 100 years old was Yoda when he died? And again, closest one gets the point. Or, you know, if you get it bang on, cool. What's the name of the Death Star's original commander for the first Death Star? Who was the commander? His name and his position. Just to be clear.
Was his position not commander?
Nope. Which planet did Luke Skywalker live in imposed isolation or exile? So that's the one where he throws lightsaber over his shoulder. It's filmed just off the coast of Ireland.
Where he milks the cow.
Yeah, where he milks the tidder. And then who played Padme Amidala's bodyguard or double in The Phantom Menace?
I know that one.
Purdy poses as the Queen, but isn't the Queen. Padme's behind her.
Wait, the actress or the... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, the actress. I'm not asked about names because I don't know it.
Oh, her double.
Yeah. So no Natalie Portman, other Portman, like the person who was supposed to look like her.
I thought you meant like her, like the sergeant guy.
Oh no, sorry. No, her double, the bird who was pretending to be the Queen while Padme was off investigating with Anakin and grooming him. But that's a different story. Ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. What's the species, Nick? You're dying to say it.
I think they're called Bothans.
They are called Bothans. Yes. Did anybody else get Bothans?
I'm going to say humans because I think quite a lot of them died.
A lot of them did die.
So
it's good, but it's not right.
But surely that's right. You know, if a lot of humans died.
Yeah. So to coin a phrase from Roy Walker, it's good, but it's not right.
You know what always got me about Return of the Jedi after watching Rogue One? Even after they knew about the fault that Hannibal Lecter put in the Death Star, they still built another one with the same fault.
It's not the same fault. It was incomplete, so they ended up flying through like a bigger hole.
Yeah, they had to get because it was only partially built, which is why they could get to the reactor in the middle, and they couldn't get to it through a vent with a lucky shot, great shot that was 1 in a million.
Yeah, this one was meant to be built like fortified, so that's why they had to get it while it was like half built. But it was fully operational.
How old's Yoda, Mike? How old's Yoda?
900.
Sick guy. Amen.
1100.
Nick.
I put 900.
So at point Nick and Mike, bang on 900. What's the name of the
I've got a squeezy Yoda here that says it. We're 900 years old. You read
what's the name of the Death Star's original commander? That's the guy and his position.
Cunty chops on Big Gun.
Oh, come on. You know this, though. You know this. You're going to kick yourself when you
I think it's Governor, and I think it's Tarkin.
It's not Governor.
Moff Gideon.
Oh.
No.
Admiral Tarkin.
Grand Moff. He's a Grand Moff Tarkin.
Grand Moff. I thought it was Governor Tarkin.
Yeah, I think my name's my guy's better though.
I think he's Gideon.
No, Cunty chops on Big Gun.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, great name. I think he's Governor Tarkin in either Rebels or Clone Wars.
Oh right, but not on the Death Star.
So I get where you was coming. Yeah, but no, he's a Grand Moff by the time New Hope comes round.
Can I get half a point for Tarkin?
You can have half a point for Tarkin.
Yes.
Which planet was Luke on?
I put Tip Milk Planet.
No. 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 Amy.
Technically,
No clue.
Technically, he
he's,
he was in real life. He was on Earth, yeah. He was on Act 2. And who played Padme's bodyguard? Amy, I'll let you answer this one because I know you know it.
Keira Knightley.
Spot on.
Oh, really?
Yep.
the stuntman.
Mike gives absolutely no shit. One single fuck does he give about this whole thing.
I'm here for the entertainment at this point. I'm just trying to think of if I get one right per round, I feel like I'm doing all right.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought you were talking about the body. I still didn't know the answer. I just put black guy, not Samuel L. Jackson.
He meant the Queen Amidala's finger.
Yeah, I know.
double.
Yeah. I only understood that at the end.
Yeah.
I didn't know who it was. So I didn't bother.
So, Nick, you get a point for Boffins. You get a point for Yoda. You get half a point for Tarkin. Mike, point for Yoda. Amy, point for Amidala. So that's that. That puts you both on 2. Nick, you're on what, 6.5?
6.5 exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, slow down, bro.
Fucking nerd. You
Not
fucking
right.
swatted up for it, didn't you?
I will just point out Harry was beating all of you.
Let me point out I'm
how many does
drinking.
Harry have?
Yeah. So we've got. Hang on. So we've got.
Yeah, but if his dad's king nerd of Star Wars, he's obviously got to know.
900 Tarkin.
Did he
Oh
say
no, he
Grandma
wasn't.
Tarkin?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't winning. That was a lie.
Okay.
Anyway, question 11: who was Count Dooku's Padawan before he left the Jedi?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Who was the Jedi Master that ordered the creation of the
Oh, I think I know
clones?
this.
Sorry, what was the second one?
Why
Who
is it I
was
know
the
this one?
I know
Who
that
was-
one as well.
Who was the Jedi Master that ordered the creation of the clones on Camino?
See, I can see Obi-Wan talking about it, but I can't remember the name. Oh.
Right. This one, I think, is solid. So there's 5 possible answers that I could find. If you get any of those 5 answers, I'll give you 5 points. Fucking solid. So name one of the planets where younglings are taken to retrieve their kyber crystals.
I know one from Fallen Order. I'm on the next question. I've forgotten.
What alien race does Admiral Akbar belong to?
We spoke about this last time.
We did. We spoke about it during Mando because there's an episode with one of them in.
Yeah.
And then, what is the name of the planet where Lando lives on Cloud City?
Is it not just called Cloud City?
I just thought it was called Cloud City.
Is the place. Harry got this one right, surprisingly. You got this one, Akbar, Kyber, and Dooku's Padawan. So you scored quite highly on this one.
I remembered. I don't know the 15, but I just remembered the alien race. I think.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
What was number 5?
Who was the Padawan, Mike?
Oh, Qui-Gon Jinn, Liam Neeson.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know? I thought Qui-Gon was his. of course. Do you know? I thought of Qui-Gon, but I thought he was his fucking thingy. The opposite. No, Master.
Yeah,
I don't know why, because Dooku's so much older.
There's a
Oh, that's annoying because
huge
he was like,
difference
I wish Qui-Gon was here. I could really use his help. That's why I thought he was his master
Yeah.
from episode
No.
2. Wank.
Who was the Jedi Master? Go on, Amy.
Cypher Diaz.
Yes.
That's right.
Bang
I
on.
put Dumbo.
Fair point. Well made. Name a planet where you can get a kyber crystal. Mike.
Disney World.
Okay.
That.
Yeah. Amy. Anything?
I can't fully remember the name of Ezra's planet, but I was going to go with Tau. Is it called Tau?
Ezra's planet is one of the planets. Nick, you've said.
Did they go to the temple in, I think they call it Ilum or Ilum?
Ilum, yeah.
Yeah.
So Ilum is, so it's 5 points for that. So Ilum's
Yes.
the planet. Lothal is what you was looking for, Amy. You've got Exegol. You've got it's on the next slide, but I think what was the other one? Exegol, Lothal, Ilum, and 2 others.
Disney World, not one of them.
Yeah, no, Jeddah and Utah.
I feel like Disney sold themselves short. Someone has to tell them.
Yeah.
In it. Whoppers.
What was the alien race, Nick? Did you get it?
I think is it Mon Calamari?
Yeah.
Yes.
Amy, did you get it?
No, I went goldfish.
Oh, no, he's a squid. Squid people, innit?
With it, like calamari.
Calamari, it's just
They look more like goldfish.
This was the argument. Last time. That's why I remembered.
Mm.
Yeah. And then what's the name of the planet where Cloud City is?
Cloud City.
No,
Nope.
Gas
Cloud.
giant.
No. Close. So close.
Lando.
Neptune.
Bespin.
That's
That says Bespin.
That says
Bespin.
It's Bespin. So
The
it's
planet
the
Bespin.
Bespin. Qui-Gon.
I don't care. I've got 2 points. Yay.
So yeah.
I've got
And then how
7
many
points from that.
Yeah.
Dose.
Dose. Nice. You and Amy
Dose.
are actually quite close here between you and Amy. Not including Nick at this point.
Why would they?
Right. Multiple choice question for the first one. Which of the following lines of dialogue is the first, or which of the following is the first line of dialogue in A New Hope? Long time ago in about galaxy far, far away. R2D2, where are you? Or did you hear that they shut down the main reactor?
Now, when you say dialogue, do you mean speaking or
spoken word? What is the first spoken line in A New Hope? Because in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I'll give you that because that's not it. Because that's just on fucking. That's on the.
Yeah, that's just text.
Yeah.
Nobody speaks. You
So
just
is it
read it and
R2D2,
speak.
Where are you? Or did you hear that they shut down the main reactor? So B or C. Under how many parsecs did Han Solo claim to have completed the Kessel Run? If you don't get it bang on, I'll give you the closest to, but you should get it bang on. Who voiced that droid, L337, from Rogue One?
Oh, she was a fucking comedian. Oh, what was her name?
That's one of the harder ones, to be fair. I wouldn't have got that because I actually thought it was Gwendolyn Christie. It's not. And then, who is the only actor to have appeared in every theatrical Star Wars film? Every single theatrical release. Who's the only actor to be in all of them?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I think I got that.
I got it. Well,
I got it.
I like
Ready?
these. Ready.
Right, 16. Nick, what did you have? A, B, or C?
C.
Mike?
B.
Amy?
B.
Nope.
C. Under how many parsecs did Han Solo
12.
claim to have completed?
12.
Right, fast, Mike. Well done. Yeah, 12. 12. Amy?
5.
Oh no. I think he actually did it in 14, but whatever.
No, he says 12.
He said 12.
Ray says you did it in 14, and he was like 12. And
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
he corrects her.
Yeah. And then he says 12 in the Solo piece of shit film.
Yeah.
And then who voiced this character? So L337. Do we know?
So I took a random punt and put Leslie Jones.
No, but I'd want to see her in a Star Wars film. Actually, I think that could be quite good. But no, it's not. Sorry, Amy.
Melanie something. I don't know.
Sykes.
I put female comedian.
Kind of. It's Phoebe Waller-Bridge. And then who's the only actor to appear in every theatrical Star Wars film?
I said Anthony Daniels.
C-3PO.
The actor, though? Well, yeah, go on. Okay.
Yeah. Anthony Daniels, there you go.
You're welcome, Mike.
I'm so always.
Amen.
Not a clue.
You got it. Yeah, Anthony Daniels is the only one.
Yes.
And then last bit of questions, then it's the pictures. So, what colour were Ahsoka's lightsabers in the Clone Wars? So obviously they're white now. They weren't always white because these are different lightsabers. So what were her original sabers? What colour were they? I just need to do a quick. Just do that. There's music that goes with this next one. So name. It's kind of loose. The next couple I was clutching here. So the next couple are loosely Star Wars related in that they have a person who was in Star Wars. So name the 1991 film that goes with this music.
It sounds shit.
Because it was.
I haven't got a fucking clue.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I've never seen
It sounded like something like straight out of like late 80s, early 90s, like Saturday night mainstream television nonsense, like after Baywatch.
Fair point. Well made. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 1991 starred Mark Hamill classic. Who is the only person to ever receive an Oscar nomination for acting in a Star Wars film?
Ooh.
There's only one. There's only one worth anything in terms of like it was ever going to get considered for an Oscar. I think.
Jar Jar.
No, we talk.
I feel like it should be Jar Jar.
We're talking original trilogy here as well, because none of them acting performances are getting nominated as much as I like the newer films. Some of them. And then the next one again, loosely Star Wars related. It's Star Wars Day today. What day is Alien Day? It's a thing as well, and it's not long ago.
Is it the date what's read on the screen at the start of Alien?
No. It's the moon where the xenomorphs are found.
Which Star Wars Day? But what date?
It's Star Wars Day today. What date's Alien Day? And then the last one, who played Chirrut Inway in Rogue One? So you know, blind guy, I'm one with the Force, Force is with me.
Easy.
Who?
Chirrut Inway. I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. And then just proceeds to murder.
Oh, I know.
Because he's a bad man.
He's an awesome man.
Seems like a very nice guy.
He really is.
I know, he does seem sound as fuck, to be fair. Okay. Ahsoka's lightsabers, what colours are we going for? Mike?
I put orange.
Nope. Amy?
Yellow.
No. Ray's the only one who's
Whoa.
got the yellow lightsaber.
Yeah.
Nick?
Blue.
No, you're all wrong. They were green.
Are you sure?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sure they were blue. I was literally watching an episode and they were blue.
Yeah,
I'm
nah.
pretty sure they were yellow.
So I would have said blue, but they're not. I promise you, I googled it. I double checked as well because I would have guessed blue. But yeah, no, definitely not. They're definitely green. I'll skip question 21 for a second. Who's the only person to have ever received an Oscar for a Star Wars for acting in a Star Wars film?
I would say the only person I could think of would be Alex. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, go on, Nick.
I was going to say the only person I would think of is probably like someone like Alec Guinness.
Bang on. Yep. Aim.
I would have gone Harrison Ford.
I would have as well.
Yeah, no, Alec Guinness.
Okay.
Star Wars Days today. What day is Alien Day?
March 30th. I just guessed.
No.
Holy shit, they are green. Right. I wasn't having that. Yeah, go on. Sorry, what question are we on?
We're on. What date is Alien Day?
So the only reason why you said the planet Alien, so I know that's LV247. So 247, the 24th of July. No. Okay.
No.
That's the only reason why I said it.
It's LV426. The 26th of March. 26th of April.
LV426. I thought it was LV427, the planet.
No, LV426. So the 26th of April, they had like a few special events on last week where they were showing Alien in some cinemas again. On like the Wednesday night or whatever it was.
LV426. Ah, it is LV426.
Stop fact checking me, bro. And then go on, Amy. Who played Chirrut Imwe?
Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
18 on.
Yeah. Did you get that, Nick?
Yeah, Donnie Yen.
Yeah. And then obviously just go back to question 21. The 1991 film classic starring Mark Hamill was, of course, The Guyver.
Because you just have to annoy me with it.
Did you get that, Amy?
I did straight away. I didn't even have to listen to the music. As soon as I saw the question, I knew it was going to be the Guyver.
I can't believe I said LV427. Where the fuck did that come from? Because it was just Alien Day as well.
Yeah.
LV426, of course.
Yeah.
I got 2 in that.
Okay, Mike, what did you get in that? You got Guinness, didn't you? Oh no, you didn't.
Just on it.
Oh, yeah, one. Just on it. Yeah. Amy, 2. Sick. Name them. Name the things.
No chance.
Yeah. Number 1's easy.
Come on, Amy. Hand shot first.
No. All 6 and not a clue.
There's 8.
Oh, sorry. Well, I still don't have a clue to any of them.
You don't know any of them?
I know them, but I can't remember the names.
Oh, mate.
I definitely don't know number 28, that's for sure.
Number 28 is just an icon.
I remember like 27, 29, and 32. I'm not a clue with 31.
31 is an absolute fucking boss. In Legend, he's one of the only Jedi that can use Force Justice, which is like the Jedi version of Sith Lightning. 32 is the only good thing to come from Boba Fett. 26.
Yeah, I'd be more inclined to be able to tell you who the actor is before I could tell you who the actual character is.
Yeah, I don't know who the actor is, to be fair. I don't know who played him.
I was going to go with Carl Urban, but it's not Carl Urban. Too skinny.
Yeah.
I don't know, he's a big actor. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can't. Not a clue on any of them.
Okay. Right. Are you, Mike, Nick, have you had enough time?
Give me 2 secs.
I think I've got 3.
Right, well, as soon as Nick says he's done, you can give me your 3 then, and then Nick can tell me the rest. I'm assuming you've got all of them, Nick.
I can't. Yeah, there's one of them that There's one of them that I can't remember, and it's really annoying me. Well, there's 2 of them that I can't remember. Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Oh, is everyone ready?
Right. Who've you got? What numbers?
25, Greedo.
Yeah.
26, Bosk.
Yeah.
32's Cad Bane.
Yeah.
27, I don't know why, but I put Wampa.
Bang on. Yeah.
28, I put Fatty Magoo.
Almost.
And then 29, 30, 31, I can't remember.
Okay. Nick, who's 28?
Porkins.
Sweet Porkins.
It's not Fatty Magoo.
Eject.
Yeah, eject.
So I've got Greedo, I've got Bosk, I've got Wampa, I've got Porkins, I've got Rancor,
Yeah.
and I've got Cad Bane.
Oh, okay. So no one got Yaddle.
No.
Yaddle.
Yeah. And why did no one get Plo Koon? Like,
I just forgot him completely.
Yeah,
I can see him, but I just can't remember him saying his name.
So sick. He died like a bitch as well. He died in a ship, which was
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah, in episode 3.
Like, he got shot down.
And you didn't see him kill a single person in Attack of the Clones live action either.
Yeah, no, and he
You
should
do
have
in
been
Clone Wars, though, don't you?
He got done dirty because he's min, and like I think Ahsoka's connection with him was really strong as well. Like I think he kind of like was like a bit like a mentor to her.
Mentor, yeah.
Well, he just looks sick as well. He looks awesome. There was this Star Wars game. I can't remember what it was called. Star Wars. It was on PlayStation 2, I think it was, and it came out before the Clone Wars. It was in between Episode 1 and Clone Wars, and I think it was like Star Wars Legends, I want to say, and you could play as him. But you could also play as Mace Windu. But this is before they decided that Mace Windu's lightsaber was going to be purple. So instead, Mace Windu just had a big fuck off blue lightsaber, but it was like twice the size of anyone else's, and he would literally just hammer droids like no one's business. But you could play him as well, 31, and he was fucking sick.
Yeah, I think Plo's was yellow in. I think his lightsaber was yellow in that game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But then in like the series and stuff, in like canon, I think it's like green or blue or something. Like it's a normal color. Which is why like it was a big deal when Rey got a yellow lightsaber because it's a Guardian color.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, sick. So I don't think we need to tally up the points. I feel like Nick might have won.
Just a bit.
Yeah, just
I got 24 and a half.
Wow.
I got 11.
I got 6.
Mike's is gone, and so's Alan. Wow.
I want to know how many Harry got total.
So he got out of these, he got Greedo, Bosk, Wampa. He didn't know Porkins. He knew that was a Rancor. He knew that was Yaddle. He didn't know. He couldn't remember Plo Koon, and he knew. He got Plo Koon, but he couldn't remember Cad Bane. Mm-hmm. And he's not even like a big Star Wars fan. He just retains information. Like it's just ridiculous. His brain's fucking stupid.
Mate, enough of that shit. What was his total score? I need to know if I beat him.
I actually don't know. I'll work it out though when I text you. I think you might have beat him, to be fair.
Yes.
Although he also did get Ilum, because obviously he's played Fallen Order as well.
Oh
He's just
that's what I got.
Yeah, well he got Survivor on Friday.
Yeah.
And he finished the story on it last night.
Did he get on the PS5?
Yeah.
How was it? Is it buggy or not?
No, it's mint. I mean, still, the game itself is massive, like huge.
Like, well, I'm gonna buy it tomorrow. I think I've been on and off because of all the shit that I've been getting from it, that I'm hearing from it. Sorry, but I'm just gonna get it. I think it's PC more than anything that everyone's kind of kicking off about.
Oh right, no, it didn't. It didn't seem.
Mate, Google it. Just Google Survivor, and
Yeah, I'll have a look because I've
yeah,
been playing.
literally
I'm
the
about,
only thing that's coming up is bugs everywhere.
yeah, no, I'm about 50% of the way through it, and it's not been bad. Like there's a couple of little glitchy bits, but nothing. Just like it was in the first game, and it's completely understandable because of the size of the game.
Sure.
It's fucking ridiculous. And it's quite open world. And there's loads of side missions, and it feels a little bit like Red Dead, where you can go and see a shopkeeper, and they'll send you on a mission. You can get bounty hunters and stuff like that. Like it just feels bigger.
Oh, brilliant!
A lot more open than the last one. So like I say, he's been back on it again all night after he's got home from school, and he finished the story last night, and he said the story's like really strong as well.
Has he got the Potter game?
Yeah, finished it. I think he's about 70 hours deep into it, but he's platinumed that as well now. So,
right.
I think I tapped out at. I finished the story at about 40 hours, I think.
Yeah. I was going to get that.
Just a ridiculous amount. I think I finished it as like I finished the game as like a level 36 transphobe. So like that's kind of where I finished it.
Good standards. That's a good height.
Yeah, like I've done really well. I think the highest transphobe that you can get is 40.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. I mean,
there's only one person with that though, isn't there?
Yeah, so that's her.
Yeah. No, so the highest that you can get in the game is 40, and then there's one person that's got like a level 90. So yeah, that's that.
That's just all the hatred.
Yeah.
It's dreaming about. It's like dreaming transphobia, waking up, tweeting transphobia, and then spreading the message until the rest.
And
if
she watches this, she'll hate Star Wars now as well, from what I said at the beginning. Like
absolutely, yeah. She goes, yeah. Do you know what? Vader does kind of look like one of them.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
And then she's just going to
same haircut.
Great quiz. Well done. Very good. Very good.
I'm going to look at the reviews because I'm in agony.
No worries. Once again, I was master and commander of that quiz. So
as always, Nick.
Mike, do
it.
I mean, not as always. You won the last one.
Yeah, and I will. So I did just before you go. So when we do this in the room, like when we're all together, I'm going to get some whiteboards. Like the little handheld like whiteboards and markers, so that you can just write your answer down and then just fucking turn your board around or whatever. It's a bit more like it's a bit easier to manage. It's difficult on a fucking stream.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you do well.
Mate, you did very well. I can't believe I didn't get LV426. Fucking pissed off. Like,
I can't believe it weren't boobs.
That's Mike's answer to everything. All right, Mike, we'll let you go.
Yeah.
Right. Have a good one. See you all later.
Should we just wrap this up? Should we wrap it up? Yeah, let's wrap it up while Mike's still here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Play the quiz as well. If you guys are taking part in the quiz, make sure you play the quiz and let us know your answers. Because if anyone can beat my score, then you're a Jedi Master. Let's face it, I'm the elite. And also, let us know who you'd marry as well. Am I the only one that would marry Palpatine? That seems crazy to me. But let us know as well. Alan, thank you once again for the quiz. Mike, how are your drinks? Were they good?
Right, so I only opened two of them. I only opened two of them because I opened the minty one and then kind of fell in love with it because it kind of tastes like burnt humbugs.
Oh, nice!
Like, you're not selling any of these drinks.
No, that's a good selling point.
Caramel and grass, and the other one tastes like burnt humbugs.
Yeah, so like a peppermint, but with like a caramelized sugar note. Like it's sweet.
It sounds to me like these guys just don't have a timer for their ovens when they're cooking the ingredient because everything just sounds.
No, burnt is good on an occasion, Nick. Burnt.
Yeah, burnt onions are like a big thing, isn't it, and stuff. So
burnt onions.
Yeah.
Maybe on like burgers and stuff, like maybe.
Burnt cheese.
Yeah. Burnt cheese. I've been eating these, so don't talk to me about burnt cheese.
They're fucking best.
They are fucking amazing. I didn't have any gherkins though for them.
Oh,
I didn't think it was right. I didn't think it was right. Mike, really quickly, there's two things I need to show you guys, or two T-shirts. Mike, do you understand the reference?
I can't read it properly.
It says Petersons and Sons and Parts and Bits. Petersons and Sons and Friends, Parts and Bits Limited. No, this will help you remember. Episode 1.
Oh fuck yeah!
It's come through.
Nightmare inducing.
Mate, absolutely. I'm now wearing
Love
the
it.
merch.
Love
I'm now
it.
wearing the merch. Guys, shouts to everyone that's following us. Amy, did you have a good time?
Did always.
Give us your top 3 animes that you're watching at the moment.
Cells at Work, One Piece, Hell's Paradise, and of course Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Nice one. Can you send me all of those and I'll share them on the Red Lion Instagram channel? So
I
you guys
started
can go
watching Ultraman, the new Ultraman, on Netflix. It's fucking shit.
I
and-
thought
not good.
it's not. No.
It's fucking awful. Like it was like 2.5 episodes, and I was like, I can't watch it. It's so fucking bad. So don't watch the new Ultraman.
Don't watch that.
That's,
No.
that's from a few years ago, though, isn't it?
It's an ancient
season
one, but
3
it's
is
been
just coming out.
Rebooted.
redone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try if you're watching on Netflix, try Record of Ragnarok.
Oh, okay. I think I
Give it
might.
a
I think I've seen that actually. I think I'm. Okay, yeah, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and watch those. Make sure that you watch Sweet Tooth and let us know what you think about us as well, and give us your ratings. So just to let us know what you would rate it and what you think. Is it too touchy feely? Is it good? Is it the perfect combination? Does it make you feel nostalgic for no apparent reason, like Alan feels? Who knows? But yeah, let us know what you think. And also, very happy Star Wars Day to everyone watching. See you next time.